Good morning to everyone, unless you're a whooper flower. Today is the 9th day of Voltyea traveling through Teyvat to obtain 100,000 free-to-play Primogems. Last time I was abducted by some treasure hoarders and didn't break out until after a week. But after I did, I went through most of the 3.0 events in Sumeru. I stocked some animals and took photos of them for Primogems, finished the phase trial event and went to explore a bit of more Sumeru. We also traveled through Liyue and unlocked all the teleport waypoints, and finally got our statue to level 10, which means we got the longest stamina bar now. Anyways, we're pretty huge now that we maxed both Mondstadt and Liyue statues. So in episode 8, we gained around 5,000 Primos and ended the day with 11,088 Primogems. So we are 11% of the way there to reaching our final goal of 100k Primos. Oh yeah, and since a lot of you guys wanted me to pull on a beginner banner, I will do so once and once only for Noel. If I get any other 4 stars or 5 stars, which will probably not happen, then I won't use them until I complete the goal of reaching 100k Primos. But yeah, here goes. Come on! Why, Genshin?
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time.
Well, whoever that is, I'm not gonna use you. I'm sorry. Okay, we got a Noel. That's good. Oh, I actually want Jean. If it's Jean, you... Sorry, Finny. We got Jean. Alright, cool. She'll be our emergency animal character that we can use to solve certain puzzles, so we don't have to switch our traveler's elements around. Since it's a brand new day, we were tasked yet again to ruin some Helichur's day. First, we ruined another Helichur's family's dinner, then we beat up some more Helichur's and Abyss mages. We tested our long stamina bar with a race against time to reach the destination. And finally, played some pirates again with some Liyue kids. He is not amused at all. Thanks for the 60 Primogems paycheck, Catherine. So since we maxed our Liyue statue, our next objective is to complete the 9 pillar quest. First, we have to put a stone of remembrance inside each pillar, and after you complete them, you can open a door which leads to some chests and of course Primogems. My Kaya was having a pretty bad day. Every time I open a pillar, he gets knocked off. And to make it worse, enemies are waiting for me down there while I was stuck in this cutscene. This is why I have problems with the whooper flowers in Genshin. So after the cutscene ended, we could finally move, and I punished the whooper flowers for ambushing me while I was stuck. Anyways, after suffering through 9 times of Kaya falling off each pillar, we finally open the gate, and it's time to enter through the doors for the treasure. Oops, I ran into a wall. Anyways, inside the ruins, there was a ruin guard sitting there. Of course, the ruin guard wasn't really much of an issue, so I dismantled it pretty quickly. The second wave had a Geovishap hatchling, which kept on running away from me. So after a game of cat and mouse, we finally defeated it and summoned the final boss. Which, of course, is the newbie slayer, the Ruin Hunter. But it's the Ruin Hunter's unlucky day though, because I basically own him. And with this little trick, we can trick the Ruin Hunter to fly up in the sky and just shoot it down. Repeating the process about 3 or 4 times did the trick. And we opened the door to the treasure vault. There was a luxurious chest and a precious chest that we could open, and a gold flower artifact as well. The stats we got were pretty bad, so a bit unlucky here. But that's alright because we could start farming artifacts after we get to AR 45. We also got a door ring from the luxurious chest, and I sold it for 200k Moras, which completed a 9 pillar quest. We got 50 Primos out of it, and the quest took us to AR 39. Okay, now it's time for the game plan. At the time of this video, 3.0 is ending soon, so we still have to finish up the rest of the Graven Innocence and the Tablet Analytics events. For Graven Innocence, we'll need to do a bit of the Aranara quest in order to unlock the area where we can then start taking pictures of the Aranaras, so we'll probably be doing that first. We also need to arrange some Aranara carvings, because those give Primogems. For the Tablet Analytics event, we get to use trial characters, so hopefully we get max points for each of the stages to get all the rewards. Last video, I asked you guys where I should explore next. A lot of you guys voted for Chasm, and some of you voted for Inazuma. What we'll do is explore the upper Chasm first, and finish the world quest where we unlock the underground. Then we'll do Dainsleif's questline, so we can move on to Inazuma as well. For the underground, I will probably explore that after I complete Inazuma. So thanks to all of you that commented where we should go next. We are also AR 39 now, so we are pretty close to AR 40, which unlocks world level 5. So yeah, we'll probably have to train up. Okay, this Aranara is actually pretty cute, but I can walk faster than it runs. Anyways, we started the Aranara questline. This questline is actually pretty long, which is why we'll stop after we unlock the picture-taking part for the Aranaras. So first, we rescued Rana from some fungi. We entered a village and told some stories about our adventures in Tevat. Hey you! Yes, you. If you're watching this, make sure to like the video. Thanks. But yeah, we made it to the mysterious forest and unlocked the photo taking for the Aranaras. I secretly took photos of green, orange, and brown Aranaras and got all the rewards for it. I also bought out everything from a shop because we will decorate our teapot with Aranaras later. The tablet analytics event was pretty easy, and since we get to use trial characters, we got to clear the stage with more than 4,000 points, which is the threshold to receive the extra rewards like EXP books and Morris, so I'm pretty satisfied with the event. There are also 90 Primogems for each clear, with a total of 360 Primogems after completing each stage. Next, we did some Chasm exploration. We already went through Chasm to get to Sumeru, but now we can finally do the world quest to unlock Chasm Underground. The world quest was pretty straightforward, we just had to destroy the bedrock keys a few times. While we were destroying the bedrock keys, we unlocked some waypoints in Chasm and got 5 Primogems each from them. The final bedrock key was located underground, which we successfully destroyed and unlocked the underground chasm. There is also a domain waypoint to unlock as well, which has a giant geo puzzle. We swapped to Geo Traveler once again and placed a construct near the tombstone, activated the puzzle and unlocked the waypoint. In preparation for AR40, I ascended Collei and Barbara both to level 60. And leveled up some character talents as well. I also enhanced some artifacts. The gold artifact drop I got from Dragon Boy last week had pretty insane substats, so I upgraded it to level 20. And of course, we'll take advantage of the Leyline Overflow event that gives double Leyline drops. So let's farm up some monsters and get that sweet double loot. In order to get to Inazuma, we had to complete both of Dainsleif's quests. We first met Dain himself in a cavern. Oh yeah, Paimon slandering is not allowed on this account because we're starting a revolution. So we picked the Paimon as our best chum option. So after a very productive conversation with Dain, we entered the domain and beat up 2 Abyss Mages. Next, we went to Wolvendome to look for more traces of the Abyss Order. I got a bit sidetracked and decided to cut down some trees. Anyways, we beat up a few more Abyss Mages and Helitrolls, but we didn't find any Abyss Heralds. Storm Terror's lair has some Abyss Mages and we killed them pretty effortlessly. We got a few more hints as to where our sibling was, and completed part 1 of the quest. So part 2 of Dainsleif's quest made us enter a pretty eerie domain. There was a dead treasure hoarder in it, along with an upside down statue of the 7. So we got scared of this domain and dipped. We met Dain outside the domain and traveled a bit with him again. We then went to beat up some more Abyss Mages again, and saved the wolves from the Abyss Herald. We went back into the creepy domain and met the Abyss Herald again. My party is honestly pretty effective against the Abyss Herald because with Kaya's freeze and Collei's boom reaction, we made a quick work against the Hydro Shield. Dainsleif's quest was honestly pretty good. We learned a lot about the Abyss Order and discovered our siblings' whereabouts. We have one more quest to do before we can get to Inazuma. But now, let's check our Primogems total for now. 12,293. We got another 1k Primogems from all the events, quests, and explorations that we did. So now we're over 12% of the way to 100,000 free-to-play Primogems. But right now, even though you guys are seeing me in this awkward climbing position, inside I'm shaking right now. For those of you that don't know, if I reach 100k subscribers on YouTube before I get 100,000 free-to-play Primogems on this account, I will have to whale 100k Primos on my main account. And we are less than 6% of the way there, so my wallet is probably doomed. Since we need around 88k Primos on this account, it's not looking too likely. But yeah, subscribe if you want to see my wallet cry and more of this series in general, and we'll see you in the next one.